welcome back to my channel. My name is Lerato, for those who don't know me. For those who know me, thank you very much for stopping back by. Okay, gang, boo 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 boo, we back. So today I'm going to do a sit down that a lot of you guys wanted. I think I'm gonna just add there and there. I just wrote things down. I'm gonna add there and there. I hope I'm gonna meet you guys' expectations and everything like that. So so my mother is making these 2 binds. If you're really interested in getting one, you can just DM me. I'll just connect you and plug you. Yes, I'm gonna do that. So today we're gonna speak about 10 things that I've learned in marriage. I've been married for 5 years now. 10 things that I've learned, and I'm gonna add them there because this thing I've wrote it like long time ago, and so I feel like get add a more just like that. So the first thing is you will grow and evolve. I have grown and evolved. I got married when I was 21, so the things that I liked before getting a baby or before reaching this age is totally different. So I don't like a lot of things anymore. I like security, stability, and saving because we have a child now. Back then, I didn't mind if we'd travel and I didn't mind that because that's living for me, like, but because now we have a child, we need to have an emergency fund. We need to save for the child also, like funds for school and all that. And I am more into reading books. Back then I did like reading books, but now I read books for growth. I read books for advice. I do that now because back then I used to read fiction. I still love fiction, but I like to read like books that gonna teach me how to make money because I love money, guys. I really love money. Do I look fine or should I increase the, no. So number 2, timeline change and, timeline change, because I feel like I look too bright now. I used to be a person that was talkative and want to get things done now. Like, I didn't like excuses. I didn't like I used to be like, I want this and I want it now. But now, since I've grown, I feel like I am more peaceful now. I don't like drama. I don't like addressing things over and over again. I'm peaceful. I'm peaceful because I felt like there's no God. I don't like, there's no God. God likes something that is peaceful so that he can just do things for you. So you need to be a peaceful person. And when I say peaceful person, I'm not saying don't address your man if he's doing things wrong or something like that. Oh, disclaimer before I forget. If this kind of content is not for you, you can skip it. Please don't comment in a weird way in the comment section and all that. But if this content is for you, please like and comment, get me, and share the video. And and I'm not an expert, disclaimer again, I'm not a marriage counselor or an expert in marriage. I'm learning as day by day. Like, I take it day by day. It's like that. You will look like a hot mess, guys. Marriage will make you look like a hot mess. I don't want to lie to you. And you need to go to the public and act like everything is okay. Like, act as if there's no problems or anything like that, because people be like, you look like you don't have problems and everything. Everyone has problems, guys. Like, everyone has problems. It's life. Life has problems. Careers has problems. And sometimes don't assume, guys. Like, sometimes like, you'll think marriage is giving me a hard time or something like that. But it's not that. It's like maybe I have a horrible boss at work that I don't want to work with, but I need to work with, I need to report to. You get me? Life is not only revolving around marriage. As married as we are, we're still individuals. We still want to like crush goals individually. So I still want to fulfill Lerato on a 16 while married. You get me? And sometimes you're a hot mess. Sometimes you'll go to work, come back, you need to start cooking. The house is a mess. You don't have a nanny. You don't have a helper. You're all alone. It's too much. It's too much. You need to have a partner that is understanding, Guti. If you choose a career-driven woman, the house is going to be a hot mess from time to time. It's not going to be perfectly clean. And sometimes she'll be like, you know what, today I don't want to talk to anyone. I'm tired. Like sometimes I would be like that. I'll be like, love, today I had a horrible day at work. So can I please, when I get home, go and just sleep? I used to, like, I would be like that. I was like, no, today's not my day, so I need to just sleep. And he knows that I'm not a moody person. He knows that if I'm like that, I really, really went through a bad day. Sometimes I would come back home crying. And then, what happened? And I'm like, yo, I had a bad day, so can I just sleep? It's like that. So you would look like a hot mess, and it's okay, mommies. Like, it's okay. It's very okay, because we're juggling being mothers, wives, girlfriends. Pela, we still want to date each other while married. So I still need to look the part. Don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable when you're married. I feel like a lot of people have this stigma of married people being comfortable and you like, you know, don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable, because I feel like when you are beautiful and you see yourself beautiful and you work on your body, you work on your skin, you work on being beautiful, you look petite and everything. Yes, it's a lot. I don't want to lie to you. It's a lot. Looking beautiful, looking petite, bathing the kids and cooking and everything. It's a lot. But who's going to do it? Nobody else. So rather do it, look good in it, and soldier in, and zikali, nje, straight zikali. So number 4 is keep dating each other. As I've said, like, keep dating each other. Go to date nights. Date nights are very important for couples, because you reflect. There's no kids. Try and get a babysitter for just like 2 hours and go out on a date and take pictures, be romantic, buy her flowers, and like be there for your partner. And if your partner likes bogobe, make sure every day not every day, guys, but make sure sometimes, if you're like a working lady, sometimes make your husband or your boyfriend, or no, why a boyfriend, like, why do I like doing that? It's because I want to accommodate everyone, and like I want to accommodate every subscriber, because I know we are not all married, and we are going to be married. You understand? So cook them a nice dinner. Cook your husband a nice dinner. If you're a guy watching this video, like, buy her flowers, buy her perfume, tell her she's beautiful. That's very much important. Like, telling your partner that she's beautiful actually means a lot to us. Like, having that thing, oh, you look beautiful, I like it. It makes me like, oh, you get me? So yeah, keep dating each other. What's your your communication style? So our communication style is, we sit down, we talk things out. But it didn't initially start like that. It was a build up. So, you know, I married my partner, but we didn't date. So we actually dated within our marriage. It was difficult at first to like get to a connecting where we can sit down and talk things out, and like, let's talk things out, let's talk finances. Like, we're still learning how to do it. We're not perfect yet, but we're still learning, we're still going there. And we have this rule, like, when I call him once, it's okay. But when I call him more than twice, it means it's an emergency. And do we text a lot? Not really. We don't text a lot because we see each other every day at home. We text if it's important, or we just say good morning, I arrive safe at work, things like that. Okay. Number 6, know how to apologize. Like, I was a person that I didn't know how to apologize, guys. Like, I didn't know to but now I know how to apologize, and I know how to say sorry, and I know how to listen. Cause I'm a very talkative person, and then I have a problem of not listening. I had that problem. Like, I would want people to listen to me. You get me? But now I'm like, no, I need to listen to people's opinions and all that. I do listen. Like, I do listen. Number 7, a marriage will stretch you. Like, marriage will stretch you mentally and physically. And physically, I mean, Tina is the carriers of life. Tina, uNkulunkulu wasipha isigwebo sokuthwala abantwana ngemanzi. So it's gonna stretch you. You need to have a partner that understands that even if when it stretches, they need to be there for you. Love? I love. Yeah? So as I've said, marriage will stretch you. So you need to have a partner that understands. Mina, it stretched me to a point where I almost gave up on my studies and everything. I felt like everything is too much. But I realized the good thing is, I'm gonna quit studying and do what? Because clearly I didn't want to be a housewife. I don't want to be a housewife, guys. I'm not. No, I can't do that. I'd rather wake up in the morning, go to work, and come back. I want to do that. And it's very hard. It's very difficult. Sometimes you don't feel like doing it. Sometimes you feel like doing it. Sometimes you're excited doing it. Sometimes you're like, yo, sign a contract, so I need to go. So yeah. And number 8, do not assume. Check in with your partner. Don't assume that they understand yesterday's conversation. Like, I used to be like that. I used to be like, okay, he understands that I said this and this and this and this, and I didn't sit down and listen to his opinion about this particular situation. So do not do that. Like, check in with your partner if they're still okay, or they understand what you guys decided on yesterday. Like, check in. You need to check in. Like, most people, when they see people doing that, they feel like, reporter each and every move that he's doing. No child anxiety, no, and everything. It's checking in. It's keeping your partner out of the misery of wondering. Understand? Don't do that to your partner. I check in every time. Like, all right, love, okay, sharp. Now we're doing this. Okay, sharp. Now we're doing that. Okay, sharp. Okay, I'm on my way back home. Like, we do that. It's checking in so that you, like, but people that are in healthy relationships, be it married or not, you understand that checking in is important. And being with a partner that also understands checking in, not reporting. It's very much important. Number 9, be a student of life. You are not perfect. You're not right each and every day. You're not always right. Be a student. Be willing to learn. Be willing to unlearn certain behaviors. Be willing to unlearn things that are actually going to hinder your relationship. You understand? And be willing to understand. Like, there's nothing as important than a kind, understanding, loving, loyal partner. Try to be that. You won't be perfect. You're gonna have difficulties there and there and there, but you need to try. As a human being, you need to try. Always try to be a student of life, a student of marriage, because this university of marriage, there's no school out. It's every day. It's every day. Number 10, it's not always about love. I've learned this because it's not always, it's seasonal. That's what I want to try to say. It's seasonal. And I think I've mentioned this in my previous video that everything is seasonal. And yeah, so those are the 10 things that I've learned. And what I wanted to add is how I met my husband. So we met at church, as I've like said in that baking powder challenge game thing that we did. A friend of his, like home girl of his, gave him my number, and he tried calling me and tried to hit me up and come to my place. By that time, I was having problems at uni, so I was pushing him away because I wanted to take a right decision when my life is together. Because I feel like if I took a decision like right then and there while I was still blocked in uni, I was gonna be taking it because I'm afraid of what's gonna happen in uni. So I waited until uni accepted me back for my appeal because I was academically blocked. I'll explain that now on the next video, why I was academically blocked. So he came to my place, and then he was like, no, I need to move you out of here, like this place is not good for you. It wasn't good for me because I was staying in a place where the street is busy. The environment inside the church was very good because I got to meet Kopanye. Kopanye actually helped me out with the accommodation. It was lovely staying with Kopanye. I don't want to lie to you. So the street was very busy. The environment in the house was okay. So he was like, yeah, I need to move you here. It's not good for a student and whatnot and whatnot. I was like, dude, like, listen, if you're gonna do that, what do you want in return? I was that girl, guys. Like, people that know me, I was that girl. No. What do you want in return? Because there's nothing for mahala. I grew up learning that fasting, there's nothing for mahala, of which is true. Nothing for mahala. So, and then I was like pushing him away and all that. And then eventually he came back, Baruti, and they were like, are you ready to get married? And I was like, yeah, I am. So funny enough, I called him. I'm like, did you like go to the Bafundisi and ask the hand in marriage like for me? And like he was like, no. I was like, oh, I hope it's not an old guy or something like that. Sorry to say that. I'm really sorry to say that, but yeah. And then when I saw him go to officing and everything, people that like from my church, they know what I'm saying. But I'm sorry for the people that don't know. But yeah, the office, we go through a process of getting married. And then I said yes. And then yeah, my mother was freaked out, bruh. Like my mother was like, you're still young for this. I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm still young, but I'm doing it. Guys, like I was like, no, my mother knows, sorry. When I want something, I'm gonna push hard for it. So yeah, we got married 2017, and yeah, it's been like 5 years now. Yeah, I've been married for 5 years. It feels like a lot, yeah, but yeah. And there were like bumpy roads, roller coaster, and all of that. Still, there's like bumpy roads, roller coasters, and it's life. I feel like it's life. And then people will be like, yeah, and whatnot and whatnot. Guys, life is difficult on its own, right? And nothing is perfect. No marriage is perfect. There's no manual. There's no steps. There's no manual for having like, I don't know how to put it, but there's no manual where you can be like, okay, Monday I do this, Tuesday I do that. And there's no manual for being a parent also. So we're both learning how to be partners, how to be married, how to be parents, how to be friends, and how to be individuals. You get me? Because we let each other do whatever like it takes to make this work. Like he gives me the freedom to do this YouTube thing, everything. I give him the freedom to enter business and do whatever he wants in business and everything like that. So life is like that. You don't have to suffocate each other. I think that's what I've learned also. You don't have to suffocate each other. And also as a woman, you need to have your own friends, but don't let your own friends influence you in your marriage. So yeah, have friends, have boundaries, like do that. You need to really, really do that. So yeah, that's marriage. And I got pregnant 2018, 1 year later. I got pregnant, but it's not really 1 year later. 2017, I gave birth 2019. Yeah, 20. It's like it's not really 1 year later because I was pregnant. No, it's actually 1 year later. So, and also, people were pressurizing me, when am I having a child? And that used to break me so much to a point where people didn't understand, like, a blessing from God. And they acted as if I just need to go to PEP and go get a child and come back. It used to break me, bro. It used to break me to a point where I had to put pressure on hubby to, like, I want a child. And then he put pressure on me also. Yeah, like, it was so stressful. But 20, because I started like pushing for a child, Lahana, like 2 months later. People were like, yeah, but no, they're pregnant and you are not. It was pressure, guys. Like, it was very painful. And I thought I'm a failure, but I was like, no, this is not up to me, guys. This thing of pregnancy is not up to me, it's up to God. Then what if you can't have kids? I was so devastated when that person asked me, and it's a woman, like, worst part, kimasadi. Okay, fine. 2018, June, nekile bogadi, and like my mother-in-law's place. I was at my in-laws. So I was visiting. So we were visiting actually. Let me just put my phone on silent. We were visiting. So there's something wrong with me. And then there's something like moving. And then I was like, I want water. I want milk. Okay, fine. Wake up in the morning. Javi's like, no, we're driving back to our place so that we can go to the doctor and see what's happening. And before actually that, we came into a conclusion that let's not force things. Let's just relax. Understand? And then that put my mind on ease, and then I started studying well and everything, because studying while stressing is not good. And stressing, you can't get pregnant, guys. Like, you can't get pregnant while stressing. It's impossible. I feel like stress and pregnancy don't go along. You get pregnant where you like didn't expect it, then that's where you're gonna get pregnant. So we came back from my in-laws, and we went to the doctor. They went to the doctor, they like took blood, and they're like, do you wanna like receive the news now or you wanna wait? I was like, today, because I wanna know what's happening to me. It was like acid, like it was moving as if it's acid. So later, around 5-6, she calls, and then she's like, congratulations, you're like 6 weeks pregnant. I was like, what? 6 weeks pregnant, and I didn't know. I was like, wow. I went to Clicks the next day, bought 3 pregnancy testers. I bought the clear blue one, I bought the 200 or something like that. I bought those. I tested pregnant. I was so happy. I was so happy. I called my mother, but my mother had a dream, I'm pregnant, and the child will look exactly like her dad, and it's a girl, and she's gonna be very tall. Like, she betrayed me just like that. So yeah, I became pregnant. We were happy, and then the first 3 months, every day. I used to vomit every day. I lost so much weight to a point that people in campus thought I'm sick. They thought maybe there's something wrong with me. They thought maybe my husband is giving me a hard time, stressing me out and all that. Honey, no, I'm baking, and this baby doesn't want to let me eat whatever I want to eat. I'll wake up in the morning and vomit before I go to campus. I would just sit in class, and then the lecturer would be like, do you understand what I'm saying? I'll be like, I do understand. By the time, I don't understand anything. I don't understand anything. I don't understand anything. But yeah, I was pregnant, and I gave birth 20 2019 February 14. Ungo Valentine, Valentine mom, she took my day. So now it's no longer Valentine in this house. There's no longer Valentine's Day in this house. It's Olivia's birthday. So bam bam bam. It's okay, but I also do receive flowers on Valentine's, of which that is the sweetest thing that hubby can do. All the time he does that. Actually, it's the sweetest thing ever. I'm very happy for that. So yeah, it's like that, guys. Oh, it's like that. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you like it, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share to your friends so that we can reach 1,000 subscribers and monetize this channel. It's about time, baby. It's about time. So thank you very much for watching, my loves. Bye.